Good morning, Vietnam!
His game together, but nevertheless, he did the right things, getting everybody else involved.
Highlights of post-game sound coming up on the post-game show presented by Jack Daniels.
He quit.
Hey Rockets fans. Hey Rockets fans, it's me, Kobe Tree. I wanted to talk about a little bit of the Rockets. And as you saw, Calvin Murphy gets busted for telling the truth. I couldn't really find the right video for this, so I kind of recorded it from my camera. But obviously you see Calvin Murphy had an opinion, and I feel the same way, kind of, sort of. I mean, he quit, and I could tell his body language. He has quit on this team. I don't necessarily know why. I knew he was fully engaged when the season first started, but I feel like not necessarily. I'm not counting the offseason, but I'm counting the first few games versus Portland and Denver. But as of right now, I could tell you have a disgruntled player that wants out of Houston. His body language, is just awful. But I mean, I really can't hold that against them because I mean, he really doesn't owe the media anything. They know where he stands, and he knows where they stand. I mean, they have a line of questions that they could ask, and they got to keep it professional as well. But Harden wants out. Those are the questions they really can't answer. They can't really ask the the socks and shoes off the feet questions. But you see, Calvin Murphy got busted for telling the truth. I think the Rockets, the organization, like guys like Bill Worrell and Matt Bullard. I don't think necessarily say Matt Bullard, but the older guys like Bill Worrell and Calvin Murphy. They said things about James Harden. I think they're kind of fed up with him. I think they had enough with his shenanigans, going to the strip clubs, quitting on this team. And yes, James Harden is a top 10 player, and I ain't going to take that away from him. But it's just some of the things that he's doing now and he has done in the past. I mean, he's really not the issue of why we're losing. It's really the offensive boards and the rebounding. And can he be more aggressive? Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily all on him, though. So, I mean, we just got to find a good trade package because watching this game, it's really hard to see, okay, in this game, I don't understand why they took DeMarcus Cousins out the last few minutes, okay? I don't know why they're going Mike D'Antoni small ball. Sabonis was having his way, but you could see when Cousins was playing, he was kind of efficient. He does get beat, but I'd rather have Cousins out there than PJ Tucker playing the five. Now, I hope that DeMarcus Cousins wasn't injured, or I hope that he wasn't. But Christian Wood he didn't play. He was a late scratch, so you really haven't had this full roster uh, on paper that has been presented on paper. You haven't had him out there. Your Daniel House is having back injuries, and then you have Ben McLemore, who is still isolating, trying to get back in shape. KJ Martin, I don't even expect him to be playing any minutes. But like I said, you have Daniel House, Ben McLemore, KJ Martin, excuse me, and then you have Christian Wood, who is a late scratch, like I said. But you could tell, like, he doesn't want to be here. They have to really figure out, okay, I don't even know what's out there for the Rockets to trade with. I think the Philadelphia 76ers deal is probably closed at this point in time because they're playing great basketball. I mean, Harris looks like Harris again. I mean, I really thought it was kind of downhill from Harris after last year, but he really put himself together. Curry looks great. I don't see them really making a trade, at least right now with the Rockets. But the Rockets just need a win, and that's the thing. They need a win. They need to get healthy. They need to get this roster right because as of right now, this roster is it's always something. If it's not the virus, it's injuries. If it's not injuries, it's just the coaching, technical. Like DeMarcus Cousins got ejected the other day. Coach Silas really hasn't had the opportunity to play lineups like he wanted to, like he visioned. He's kind of just I'm necessarily not gonna say just winging it. I mean, Christian Wood was a late scratch, but I'm pretty sure they had an idea if he was gonna play or not. And, James Harden does have a sore ankle. Those are nothing to really take lightly. But if Calvin Murphy is saying that he's quitting, look, Calvin Murphy's been covering basketball before I was born. He was in the NBA, so he knows, if a player has quit or not. But if he's injured and he's playing injured, then I got to give credit to James Harden for even being out there. But like I said, there's a time and place to say things, and you got to be careful what you say. Calvin Murphy should not have said that. I know it's juicy news and it's kind of spices things up. But yeah, like I said, there's just a time and place where you don't say those things, even if you got to be careful. I mean, it just takes one slip. And, if that gets back to James Harden, it just, I don't think that's watered down his back, in my opinion. But like I said, you got to be careful what you say because things can come back and bite you in the ass. But, I'm watching the Rockets right now, and Jae'Sean Tate's a great player, great passer. Nwaba, I mean, he had another monster dunk. He's had 2 monster dunks this year. I really am a fan of the Jae'Sean Tate and Nwaba duo coming out. And Eric Gordon looks so efficient. He looks so smooth. He looks in shape. I really wanted to see DeMarcus Cousins in the final minutes. Now, we might not necessarily still won, but, I mean, he gives us the best opportunity to win. Not P.J. Tucker at the 3-4 season. And look, Jae'Sean Tate covering Michael Brogdon, he had a great game. But that I don't know why they took him off of Michael. It just doesn't make sense sometimes. So I think Coach Silas was the reason why we're in this game and the reason why we lost this game. Coach Silas is a great coach, but he has a lot of work to put in. Like I said, Coach Silas is still a rookie as well. He's wet behind the ears. Even though he's had a lot of time in the NBA, this is unlike any situation that he's probably dealt with. He has COVID players. He has, players getting teed up and kicked out the game for no stupid reason. For real. I mean, if y'all haven't seen the DeMarcus Cousins technical foul, for getting ejected out the game, y'all need to look at it. It's on my on my YouTube channel. It's part of one of my other videos, but it was very, very, very outlandish that what they did to him. But John Wall looked so great in this game. He kept attacking. He was looking for the open man, and and he played defense. So that's something that you really need from John Wall. Something that if I put Russ on this team, like I'm always going to say this narrative because this trade was out of the blue. But if you put Russ on this team right now, things would be so much worse. John Wall is just such a good leader, and he turns over the ball right now. But like I said, he's such a great leader. He's going to play hard no matter what. He's hungry for success. I mean, he almost cut his damn foot off because he has so many infections when he had his surgery. After his surgery, he had so many infections. There was a possibility that they're going to have to amputate his foot, kind of like the Alex Smith situation, where there is a possibility that the infection got so bad that they're going to have to cut it off. But I mean, John Wall, looking back at that, he's very inspired to play basketball. It don't matter really where he's at. I don't necessarily know if he asked for a trade. The organization of Washington, I don't know what direction they're going. Maybe they gave him that feeling, hey, we don't want you no more. I mean, you're kind of a waste of a player. But nah, John Wall's making them pay, and I expect him to be an all-star. But like going back to the Calvin Murphy incident, I kind of seen the writing on the wall now. Like, it's time to trade James Harden. He doesn't want to be here, and we all know that. But the first 2 games showed that, hey, it's a possibility that you could stick it out to the deadline. And yes, you're still going to stick it out with him, but he's fed up. He's done. And I don't know how much more he has to give. But if he didn't want to play, he would have sat out with a sprained ankle. But I know James Harden always wants to play. But like I said, if he's hurt, he should be sitting out. Because, we could play without him. We won without him. Not saying that we're going to go on a winning streak without him, but we are more than capable of playing well without him. So let me know what you think. Like, subscribe. Remember, my 100th subscriber, I'm going to go on live. I'm not going to make I'm not gonna post anything about it. Once I get that 100 subscriber, I'm gonna come out the blue on live. I'm gonna go live, and to my second viewer, that when I go live, they're gonna get a jersey, a team of their choice, and I get to pick the jersey because I like picking jerseys. So all you got to do is pick the team that you want. It could be the Rockets, it could be the Boston Celtics. It doesn't matter. It could be NFL, NHL, MLB. It doesn't matter. Just let me know what you want, and like I said, I'm picking the player, but you're picking the team. So to my 100 subscriber, I'm gonna go live and give out a prize. Okay, thank you. Remember, more subscribers, more likes, more comments. And I went live this morning. It's a Texans video, but we're talking all sports. And I'm gonna come soon. I'm gonna get a kayak, and I'm gonna start fishing. I'm gonna take this to outdoor videos. Like I said, I'm very eager to expand my channel to all new directions, all new sports, and I might even cover the NHL, the MLB, the NFL. Like I said, I made an NFL live video this morning covering the Texans and all NFL. We're making predictions about the playoffs and the Super Bowl. So let me know what y'all think. Thank you.